You're back for part 2 of your scalp check, right? Yeah, no problem. I've been doing everything I recommended. Just been having some issues lately. So I've been in about, I think, 4 since your last appointment. Like, your hair doesn't feel as dry as it did the last time. Let me just put my gloves on 1 second. Let's say, but yeah, your hair doesn't feel as dry as it did the last time. Your scalp, I also don't see as many flakes or patches, you know. Your scalp looks a lot more clear. Okay. Yeah, just tell me what's the problem. What brings you back in? Oh, you just had some braids. Yeah, see, a lot of times those braids, that braiding hair and that, like, the boho hair, because I even have some now, a lot of the time they put chemicals on that boho hair to keep it curly, and those chemicals can irritate our scalp. So you really should wash and do apple cider vinegar rinse for your braiding hair and everything before you even put it in your head. And before that, when was the last time you had braids? It had been a while. It probably was the braiding hair that's really irritated your scalp and caused the flare up. As well as you just said, you know, you backpedaled on your diet, had a little bit of dairy, so that definitely didn't help at all. Another thing, because yeah, that also could be connected to your eczema flare-ups and all that. The dry scalp, your eczema, and the dairy could all be connected, but also like your zinc intake, like if you're eating enough foods with zinc or not. If you have a zinc deficiency, that could also be another reason why you've had a flare-up. Yeah. If I were you, I would go get a full panel done just to see if you're deficient with any vitamins or anything, if you're lacking anything. Yeah, that would pretty much be the best bet. Just feeling on that hair. Like I said, it's a lot less brittle feeling. It feels a lot more strong. Like, your curls are coming back. You've been doing a lot of different things for that. That's good. So yeah, I can give you a treatment to just soothe your scalp, a soothing scalp treatment. And I'm just gonna like inspect your scalp and see what we're working with, and then I will decide what treatment to use. Because I don't think you need a whole extensive treatment like last time, but I do think you need something to just soothe your scalp, cool it down, relax it, so it can get back to repairing itself, basically. Yeah. And I will stay away from the braids for a while until you get this handled and taken care of. And then I'm just gonna go get some of my tools just so I can properly inspect your hair. Okay. I have my wooden stick here as well as my wooden comb. So I'm just gonna go through and just inspect your scalp, make parts and inspect your scalp and see what we're working with, see what's really going on, okay? Seeing that's a little bit of flakes, but not near as many flakes as last time. You can easily just comb those out a little, but it's red, it's inflamed in some areas. Not gonna lie, there is a little bit of pussing. Have you been scratching? That's not good. Do not scratch your scalp. You're causing abrasions and scratches and wounds and scars on your scalp. So I'm gonna have to make sure I blatantly ignore those places when I'm applying the treatment. Yeah, I have something I can put on them. It's like a thick cream, almost like a petroleum jelly. It'll be really, really good on the soothing your scalp and provide like an extra layer. And basically what it does, it helps the skin like scab over a lot quicker than it normally would, just so that it stays protected and those areas can heal, while you're brushing and putting product or styling your hair. And you just keep going and searching and looking through. just want to say this part right there looks really, it does not look good. It's really inflamed. It's gonna be really gentle. Little pussing things. How does that feel? Yeah, it's tender there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna put a thick cream on those areas that are just too inflamed and pussing and things like that. We can't put a treatment on there because it can cause further irritation. Don't want that to happen. Other than that, I'm like your actual hair strands. Yeah, they're just a lot more healthy than last time. I don't think we have much to worry about when it comes to that. But I can put a little bit of a treatment on there to help with like the protein and strengthening it. Yeah, okay. Just a couple more little inspections. Just want to make sure I what's the word? Leave no part of your scalp untouched, uninspected. I want to really make sure we're getting in there. Said those other flakes I saw, really easy dry patches. I'm just gonna comb them out gently with my comb, and then we're gonna go in and apply those different treatments and things. Okay, so just stay still. Let me know if I'm being too rough in any areas, and I'll make sure I still clear of those scalp sores that you have. Good. Perfect. You're doing a good job. Yeah, I know. It can be really irritating and just a little embarrassing for your scalp to be like that. But honestly, nobody pays attention to your scalp as much as you think that you expect them to. You know, no one's looking at the top of your head and your hair strands the way that I am. At least I would hope not. Like, Jesus, why are they all up in your business? Yeah, just a couple more flakes, and then we're done. Okay, the last one is right here. Gonna go through and apply that cream to those pussing areas, okay, and just give it some nice soothing. It has aloe, calendula. Yeah, just a lot of healing things. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is our healing ointment. It has lavender in it. That's why it's purple. Just a lot of things that's gonna soothe. Nothing like tea tree oil, nothing that's going to be too abrasive on the scalp, okay? was gonna say, you could even put Neosporin in your scalp. Neosporin is just petroleum oil, petroleum jelly, essential oils, and like healing products. You could put that on those as well, because they technically are scars. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it. You see, it's like a nice thick, waxy texture. Nice thick, waxy texture. Like I said, I'm just gonna put those on your abrasions, okay? And I'm gonna put it on really, really gently. And let me know if I'm being too rough, because I don't want it to pus even more. I'm just gonna apply this to your abrasions and your skin. Let me know if I'm being too rough. I can definitely do it softer. Yeah, that one's a particularly bad one. Just rubbing. Trying to be as gentle as I possibly can. As gentle as I possibly can. As gentle as I possibly can be. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna put the foam treatment on your scalp. And this is going to soothe your scalp from the dry itchiness and just inflammation that it feels. And this is basically like something that counteracts like allergic reaction of the scalp. Basically, it's like if Benadryl was like a scalp treatment. It should really calm your skin. It's not going to make you sleepy, but it should really calm your skin down and calm your scalp, and it should really soothe it. And it shouldn't be red. We're gonna keep that in your hair for a couple of hours or so. Give me 1 second. So this is the scalp treatment for inflammation and allergic reactions. So like I said, I'm just going to part and then apply this on different areas of your scalp. And then we're just going to leave that treatment in your scalp for a couple of hours. And then you'll wash your hair out with cool, lukewarm water tonight. Just part. Make another part over here. Soothing, nice and soothing, nice and soothing. Nice and cooling, yeah, like a fresh breeze just went through your scalp. That's the... I think that should be enough. So now I'm just gonna basically pat that through your scalp and massage it in, okay? Just patting that foam treatment into your scalp, making sure it distributes all over your scalp, rubbing that through. And just pat, 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 Now I'm just gonna massage it gently, gently massage it, focusing more so on like the edges part and the perimeter. I don't really want to do the middle when it comes to massaging because of those scalp abrasions and sores you have. I don't want to further irritate your scalp, okay? So I'm just going to gently, gently give you a nice massage. The front of your hair, the temples, going down your edges to the top of your ears, the top of your ears, going down and back to the nape of your neck, the nape of your neck. Perfect. Going back up, massaging behind your ears, massaging behind your ears, massaging behind your ears. Bringing my fingers up to the temples, to your temples, to your temples, to the front of your hairline where your forehead is, front of that hairline where that forehead is, and back to the temples, back to the temples, back to the temples, and down to those ears, down to those ears, down to those ears. Massaging behind those ears, 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 down to the nape of your neck, 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 down to the nape of your neck. Okay, back up behind the ears, 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 up to the temples, up to the temples. Fingers are crawling up towards your temples, up towards your temples. Massaging your temples, massaging your temples, massaging your temples, all the way to the front of your hair again, front of that hairline. Okay, so you're all set. I just need to put the plastic cap on your head, okay? So yep, you're gonna keep this treatment in all night, at least for 4 to 5 hours, and then wash it out cold to lukewarm water with a gentle conditioner, a gentle shampoo or a moisturizing shampoo, and then do a gentle conditioning. You don't even want to do a deep conditioning because you don't want to clog that scalp again. But no worries, I'll give you an information packet about everything you need to do for your aftercare for today's treatments. Okay, so you're all set, you're all good to go. Like I said, I'm going to give you that information packet, and make sure you check in with the receptionist if you want to schedule a follow-up appointment in a couple of weeks, so we can check on that scalp, okay? Keep it too tight, it's good. I don't want to get too tight, it needs some air flow for the treatment. Okay, good. Seeing you again, hon. Hopefully your scalp gets better, but I'm happy that I was able to help you today.